Hello, I am Megan Yenzer.
And I'm Molly Eckelkamp. We are your hosts for this edition of Blue Jay Journal TV. In this episode, we'll learn more about the state cross country team and take a look at the new CPR requirements for Missouri high schools.
We will also meet one WHS student who has taken her Girl Scout experience to a whole new level.
Those stories and much more are coming up.
Blue Jay Journal TV starts right now.
Something historic and shocking is coming to our school district in just a few weeks.
I couldn't believe when I heard about it in August, but it is real, and it is happening.
What big change is coming to our educational experience? Spring break!
We have a spring break this year?
Yes, it's true. This year, the calendar committee decided to give Washington High School students a spring break from March 20th through the 24th.
Well, each year we have a calendar committee. So we have about 25 people, principals, teachers, staff members, that get together and we look at everything that we feel like students need to have to be successful.
I wanted to advocate for those students and for high school students who need a break. When you combine EOCs, ACT, and then these AP national exams, we're really going strong at the high school level until probably the second week of May.
Students have a lot of high stakes testing going on in the springtime. Our AP test come up. Students are depending on college scholarships from some of those assessments that they're taking. So we felt like we needed students to be able to have an opportunity to refresh, recharge, and hit it hard again to make it through the last part of the year.
Because of the 5-day break, our normal school calendar has some minor adjustments.
We started just a little bit early.
We chopped about 3 of those days off of Christmas break.
With all these changes, some students are a little confused, but there's no need to be. Just enjoy the break. For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Morgan Riegel reporting.
Since 1912, the Girl Scouts of America has been changing lives. Even right here at Washington High School, there are girls who have had amazing experiences with this organization. Molly Landelt has the details.
A ton of people think Girl Scouts is a frou-frou club that girls only do in elementary school.
WHS senior Grace Koch has dedicated 11 years of her life to Girl Scouts.
I don't like to quit anything I do, so once I started it, I never wanted to stop.
Grace didn't give up on Girl Scouts. She is among the very few high school seniors that remain. Staying with Girl Scouts has brought her many benefits.
I feel like I've become more of a leader because I know how to work well with other people. I can get some good scholarships after doing this.
The main way a Girl Scout can earn a scholarship is through a Gold Award project.
What you have to do is make something that will last. After you create your project, you have to write a report, and then you go to the Girl Scout headquarters in St. Louis, and you have to present it in front of people.
Grace went through all the steps required to create her Gold Award project, which took over 100 hours to complete.
It's called Nature Trail Interactive. At my church camp I go to, I created a nature trail where I dug a ton of posts and made some signs that explain the ecosystem and how you can keep it intact and not destroy it. It's more of like a learning experience, more for younger kids to get them more interested in science and more involved.
Through all of her hard work and dedication, Grace sets a good example. She has one thing to say for those interested in joining Girl Scouts.
Do it. Definitely do it, because you get to have a lot more friends, people that do the stuff that you like to do, and so it's another little family that you have.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Molly Landelt reporting.
This past fall, it happened again. Cross-country team members were successful at the state championship. Dylan Bricado has the story.
The beginning of the season was a little rough. I had a cast on, so I couldn't run. Started out with a lot of injuries and different people being sick at different times.
The girls' cross-country team experienced many struggles at the beginning of the season. However, that did not stop them from staying focused on their goals.
We had a very good season. Lots of good kids had a lot of work in the off season to help build things up.
throughout the season, we all kept getting stronger. I got my cast off. We got healthier. Everything was going really well, and we just brought it all together for the state meet. State was a perfect day. The weather was perfect. Everybody was really pretty much well rested and really excited. And we were so excited whenever we found out that we got third as a team and that Michaela won. You can't describe it. There is no describing winning state. Just crossing the finish line and turning around, there's no words.
The cross-country team expects continued success in the future.
The girls program is really moving forward. I think next year we've got a bunch of new girls coming up from the middle school. One of them is my sister, so it looks like we've got a pretty bright future.
The future looks great. Every single girl on the third place state team is coming back next year. We've got 3 strong 8th graders joining the program that we can possibly make a 2 or 3 or 4 year run with trophies at the state championship.
In a personal conversation I had with Michaela, she attributes the success of the cross-country team to Coach Olzaka, saying, "You could be the greatest runner in the world, but if you don't have the coaching, you're getting nowhere in a hurry. He does so much for us that is unbelievable. He bikes next to us in the summer, writes our workouts, and brings us snacks." For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Dylan Bricado, reporting.
They say a good friend is worth your weight in gold. 2 women are living proof of the value of friendship. Jaden Hines sat down with them recently to hear their story.
Our grandparents and our parents were friends, but we really first got together after we were both married and going to the same church.
What really helped our friendship was a Bible class study. When you share your faith and your beliefs, I think that helps a friendship grow. I was devastated when Barb's diagnosis came through. I tried to be there, but I really didn't know how to be there for her. And then I was diagnosed, and she was there for me.
July of '98, the doctor called me and said, "I think you're going to have a biopsy." And the biopsy came back positive, so I had a mastectomy and I had 8 treatments of chemo.
My cancer diagnosis came in 2002, the first time. In 2015, I felt a lump under my arm. I went to the doctor. Yes, it is cancer. The second time was harder. First, you live in a fog that this is really not happening to me, and then you have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and say, let's do whatever we can to fight this, because there's lots of living to do, and I want to do it.
It's made me more aware of relationships. Kathy was always there for me, and I knew she was praying, and that is definitely a strength.
The best thing about having a friend like Barb through all of this is I knew that there was life after chemo.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Jaden Hine reporting.
If it came down to it, could you save a life? The state of Missouri believes that everyone should know how to save life using CPR, and that is why it is coming to public schools.
There are laws in place that say that you have to have training in CPR and the Heimlich maneuver in order to graduate from high school.
Even though this is a new law, not everyone knows about the CPR and Heimlich maneuver requirements.
We have our trainer, Kyle Boyce, come in, and he comes into health classes each semester. He does 50 minutes of instruction, and it's basically just informational. Each student does get to practice on a dummy, and they are given the same information. It's 30 minutes combined of CPR and the Heimlich maneuver, or some type of breathing.
Not only does Mary Claycamp believe that these requirements are beneficial, other students feel the same way.
I think it's a great idea to have CPR training because I feel that it can help save lives. It can help somebody who's in trouble.
It's something that's very important for everyone to know because you could have to save someone's life anywhere at any time.
The law requires students who graduate after the year of 2021 to have this training in order to graduate from Missouri public high schools. Do you think this is a good idea? Tweet us at Blue Jay Journal. I am Megan Yanzer reporting. Molly and I want to thank you for watching.
That's right. And don't forget you can visit us online at www.bluejayjournal.com. Have a great day, Blue Jays!